watching CarTell.tv and I'm Amelia. Continuing our reviews of utes, we reach the latest D-MAX. I've got the 2018 Isuzu D-MAX LST 4x4 Crew Cab. It received improvements in suspension setup, torque figure, some safety perks, exterior colours and interior perks. But other than that, it's fairly similar to the previous model. That's to say, it's good. On the design front, aside from the new colours, it won't turn many heads that aren't into utes. Then again, no ute really will. In the LST trim, which sits at the very top, it comes with 18-inch alloys, touch sensor for opening doors, LED DRLs, LED rear combination lamps and fog lights. It has loads of chrome details, including this grille, bloody these door handles and power side mirrors. The chrome theme continues at the rear with rear step bumper bar and the side steps are made of aluminium. The rugged look is rounded up with underside protection from bumps and splashes to the front, including steel plate guards for the sump and transfer case. The power comes from a 3-litre diesel with 4 cylinders that produces 130 kilowatts of power and 430 newton metres of torque. We've had this engine in the recently reviewed MUX and it was good. Now what's changed since then? Nothing really. It's still an amazing engine for what it's meant to do. Not really fast in any respect, but definitely capable. Officially, the D-MAX will consume 7.9 litres per 100 kilometres. The engine is paired with a 6-speed Revtronic automatic gearbox with a sequential shift mode. The D-MAX comes with a 4x4 system with 2 high, 4 high and 4 low range modes. The biggest change in the ride, aside from the torque increase compared to the previous model, lies in the 3-leaf suspension. It just makes for a more comfortable ride. It really feels noticeably better in this respect, as the old setting was too hard over bumps, especially with the bed empty. The trade-off is in the payload, although it's still pretty good. Maximum braked towing mass is at 3,500 kilograms, while non-braked is at 750 kilograms. Oh, and if you want the new Leaf setup, you can't go for the space cab, as it's not available there. Another thing I like is the brakes. They come with twin-pot calipers and ventilated discs for the front, and they do their job pretty good. Off-road, the D-MAX is capable. With ground clearance of 235mm, turning circle of 12.6 metres, approach and departure angles of 30 and 22.7 degrees respectively, and the mentioned suspension and underbody protection, the D-MAX will get you almost anywhere. On the road, it's pretty cosy inside. I mean, there is some noise, but it isn't too intrusive. That is until you rev it up. Then it gets a bit unpleasant. However, the D-MAX is rarely used in very high revs, especially since the top torque figure comes very early in the rev range. We've recently reviewed the Ford Ranger and the Hilux, and I have to say, they give more of a car-like ride, although the D-MAX isn't far behind. Isuzu says this interior is fit for purpose. Now, what that means is that it is not among the prettiest or the most avant-garde. It's more on the practical ute side, and I'm guessing that's what you'd buy it for. It's easy to use and very intuitive after a short while. Climate control is standard, as are pollen and fine particle air filter and satellite navigation. Assist grips for front and rear passengers let you know that this is a car for heavy duty use rather than for city or cruising. Front seats are buckets and they provide whiplash protection. In this trim level, they are also covered in plush, perforated leather. The 8-inch touchscreen is simple, but it's good and responsive. The buttons are nice and big and they're easy to navigate, which is exactly probably what you'd want in a ute like this. Sky sound system has 8 speakers spread between the dashboard, all doors and the roof. The rear seats get USB charging points. Putting all these together, it's clear that Isuzu aim to make the rugged ute's top trim far more appealing for the people who do ask for a bit more comfort, but still keep that rugged capability. They've done just that. Storage is ample. Aside from the low bed on the outside, you get 2 glove box compartments with a power outlet in one of them, cup holders in the central console for the front and rear, door cup holders for the rear and door bins with a bottle space, overhead console with map lights and a sunglasses case, mat pockets and tool storage under the rear seats. It's more on the practical ute side, and I'm guessing that's what you'd buy it for. The Ranger and Hilux are, once again, ahead of the D-MAX in terms of interior. But you know what? The D-MAX is fit for purpose, and even a bit better than that. Even though it lacks some of the latest safety features, the D-MAX is pretty good at this front as well. It has ABS, electronic stability control, EBD, traction control, emergency brake assist, trailer sway control, hill start assist, hill descent control, rear view camera, side anti-intrusion bars inside all doors, and more. Most of the major ute brands are made in Thailand, and the #1 selling vehicle in Thailand is the D-MAX. Does that mean anything to us Aussies? Probably not, but thought I'd mention it anyway. The The price of this top trim crew cab D-MAX is usually around 55k, but Isuzu currently have drive-away offers that bring the price down to just over 51k. Isuzu are moving towards broadening its appeal, and I have to say, it's doing a pretty good job. The latest D-MAX in the top trim level has a nice soft touch interior, more torque, better suspension and interior comfort features. However, this isn't a trade-off in terms of practicality and capability. They've simply taken a good ute and made it a bit better. I mean, this is a mild facelift. I can't wait to see the whole new model. Thanks for watching CarTell TV. Have you liked our channel or our Facebook page? Have you left a comment? Well, you better. See you next time.